everyone, this is Nim Holkar. Welcome to yet another episode of Sydney Social. I'm so honored today to have with us a very special guest, Guru Mithreshiva. Namaste. Namaste. Again, it is, like I said, a matter of great honor to me, Guruji, that you are here with me on the show.
I'm so happy to meet the Sydney Social, through the Sydney Socials, all the people, not only in Sydney, not only in Australia, but all over the world is what I heard.
Yes, yes.
I'm so overwhelmed.
Thank you. We are going to walk away much wiser than we were before the show, so I'm really, really excited. But my lovely viewers, before we start, let me read you a brief bio about Guruji. So, Guru Mithreshiva is a spiritual leader and visionary known for his teachings on consciousness, self-realization, and inner peace. He's the founder of Alchemy, a transformative platform that combines ancient wisdom with modern science to help individuals achieve higher states of awareness and personal growth. He's founder of the Matangi Foundation, where he leads spiritual events aimed at promoting inner harmony, wisdom, and personal growth. Guruji, I believe this is your first visit to Australia.
Absolutely, this is my first visit.
Tell us a little bit about what has been the highlight so far and what has your experience been?
Frankly, when I landed up in this country, it was really an overwhelming experience, is what I should say. The moment I entered the country, there was a different kind of feel. The feel was very beautiful and very energetic and very powerful feel. I am a feel-oriented person, so it's not what I see which attracts me. What I feel the place is what is attracting me. I've been to many countries. I've been to Singapore, I've been to Dubai, I've been to all the European countries, maybe France, Germany, and everywhere. And I've lived in the United States for about more than 8-10 years. And right now I'm living in India, in Coimbatore, and visited so many places. But this place, Sydney, has got a unique feeling. And I always felt that there was a sense of belonging, Somewhere I feel there is a connect here. I normally have this feeling only when I go back to India. When I go to my hometown, I will have such feeling. But this is a very strange feeling which I couldn't explain and express. It's a feeling. How can you share it? But one thing is very clear to me. This visit was a very short visit, and I was invited to celebrate the Indian independence on August 15th. It was a very great event, organized in Sydney Cricket Ground by the Indian High Commission Embassy, and I was just came for the function, but now I feel that I have to come back here and do something.
Absolutely, we insist, and I think it was a moment of serendipity that even we crossed paths with you at that event.
Absolutely. I always tell people that the things which you plan and do something is your plan, and things which happens naturally, it's divine order.
So true.
So the Sydney visit is also like that. Normally I don't go to a country without planning, but this trip was just unplanned and it happened.
Amazing. And we are the lucky ones that we got to have you here with us. That is amazing. Tell us a little bit more about Alchemy and the Matangi Foundation.
Oh, okay. Alchemy is a program which I do, and the word alchemy, ULCHEMY, is not an English word. It is a short form of ultimate alchemy.
Okay.
Alchemy is an English word.
Yes.
ALCHEMY, you might have heard. It is a beautiful word, and I hope you all know the meaning of word alchemy. But anyway,
Please
I'll
expand.
say
Yes,
that.
yes.
It is alchemy is nothing but a process of transforming any normal metal into a very precious metal by making a small change in it. That is, it is a simple process wherein you make a small change to a normal metal, it turns into gold.
Yeah.
That's the process is called alchemy. In ancient days, that people used to do that. Turning a normal metal into gold. A lot of rishis and experts used to do that. If the same thing happens externally to a metal, it's an ordinary alchemy, is what I am calling. If the same thing happens inner within the human being, that is the supreme alchemy, or I would say ultimate alchemy.
Yes.
So now this program is turning you into gold. So it's a 2-day program wherein the gold is inside you. I am not turning anything, but the gold is inside everyone. Every being is so special,
Yes.
created by the cosmos. But somewhere down the line, we have missed the concept of the law behind this cosmos. So the moment you come to know the process and you come to experience the process, all the unwanted things get removed from you, and the real gold started coming up, popping up. So that's the process of this 2-day program, which I do all around the world, and it's very popular in India, especially in South India. So that's why it's called Ultimate Alchemy, and the short form is Alchemy. Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I'd like to shift gears a little bit and move back into the past. Could you tell our viewers a little bit about how you initially got started on this path of spiritual guidance?
Okay. That's very interesting. I was not at all a spiritual person. I'm a very, very intellectual person. In fact, I don't even go to temples at the early days. But my father was very much a temple person. In fact, he not only goes to temple, he has built a temple in the hometown where I was born. So he was a founder of a huge temple there. So I used to question him a lot. Why you should build a temple like this? Why you're going to all these things? And he used to say, no, you mustn't say like that. God is everything to us, and He is the giving. Where the God is giving, you are the one who's giving everything to me. Rather, I would worship you rather than God. I used to talk like that early days, But suddenly, when I was in 11th standard, I happened to read a book by Paramahamsa Yogananda. I don't know whether you...
Yes.
Autobiography of a yogi. That book came to me accidentally, and started reading that book, and suddenly there was lightning struck me. Something else, it was not just a knowledge which went inside, it was provoking something else. So there was a lot of things which started happening, and after that I started reading many other books, and I happened to meet a lot of masters at a very early age. They all bumped into my life, and suddenly everything got changed, and I thought there is something else is there beyond what normal day-to-day life, what we are doing for livelihood. And you're born here in a family, you go to college, you study, and then you go for work for your livelihood, you earn money, then you get married, and then you buy a house, you create your own family, give birth to children and grow your children, and one fine day you go to the graveyard. And I always felt there is something more to this. And that started provoking me, and the search started, and finally ended up here. So,
amazing. Talking about spiritual and guidance and spirituality, I know that a lot of people view spirituality from very different lenses, right?
Absolutely.
It's a very different. So do you want to tell us a little bit about how spirituality can be viewed differently by different individuals?
Absolutely. See, a lot of people, they think spirituality is very different from materialistic life. Spiritual life and materialistic life are two different things. If a person is getting into spirituality, means he has to leave the family, he has to become a sannyas, go to the forest, wear saffron, wear all rudraj and everything. That's what most of the people think, but spirituality is nothing to do with celibacy. First, let me be very clear.
Thank you.
Celibacy is different, spirituality is different. Okay, spirituality in a nutshell, in one liner, if I should say, a lot of people give different definitions, but in modern days, I would like to say it is simply, in one line, I would say it is cosmic law. It is the law of the cosmos, is spirituality. Now, let me explain it a little bit more. See, for you to live in a society, you need to know the society law. If I'm going to live in India, And if I'm going to live in South India, I need to understand how the society functions there, how the people believe and what are their cultures, everything I should know. That is the law of the society, so that you can live a life, a free life there. Otherwise, you will end up in a problem. Now, the moment I move into Sydney, there is a different kind of social structure is built here.
Yes.
So you need to understand before even I start moving with people. Even when I drive the car here, I need to understand the laws of this country. Tomorrow morning, if I go to Europe, the whole thing changes there. So you need to be understand the laws of the local government in Europe so that you live a free life there. Similarly, we as a human beings, out of the 85 lakh species in this planet, when we landed up here as a human, maybe a male or a female born in this country or that country, there is a law which is governing the whole existence.
True.
Without knowing that law, now we have landed up here and we don't even have anybody to teach us what the law is all about and how the birth has happened, why I am born here, why I am born as a human being and why I am a male here. Why didn't I, what is the reason behind I born to these parents and why the problem comes to my life. And before I have been born as a human, what was my birth before? And when I die, where I'm going, why the planet Earth, how this is formed, what is this existence is all about. Now there are 100 questions, unanswered questions are there in life. To understand all these law we call it as spirituality. Without knowing this, now we have landed up and there is a serious violation of this law which is happening. And for every violation, now we are going through the suffering. Now we don't even know why people are going through this suffering. It is simply in one word I can tell it is violation of law. That's it. Now how much ever you try to solve the problem, your problem may not be solved because you don't know the law. You keep on violating it unless otherwise the day in which you come to know the law, you will not stop violation. So, according to me, spirituality is the fundamental wisdom everybody should know.
Yes.
Before even getting into life.
That is a very interesting perspective, and I truly feel that I'm looking at it through a very different lens after listening to you.
Absolutely.
I've noticed now I do a lot of work in the corporate wellness space. And I have noticed that there are a lot of people who are high achievers, outwardly very successful, monetarily doing really well, but sadly struggling with depression, anxiety, often on antidepressants. What's your take on that? Why do you think that is happening, and what can be done about that?
100% they cannot escape from that. Just now I told you it is a violation of cosmic law. See, why I'm saying this is, it is not about fixing the world, it is about fixing yourself first. First, you need to understand how this body works, how this hardware. There are three things in the world. For you to use a gadget, say for example, you're using your mobile phone, the latest mobile or the latest computer, you need to understand the hardware first. What is the power of the hardware?
Yes.
And the second thing is, what is the operating system which operates the hardware? What kind of processor? What kind of memory, what kind of storage device, what this software can do to you. So these are the two fundamental things. And the third most important thing is, in order to operate the hardware and software, you need the electricity, the power. So these three things you need to understand before even using the hardware or the gadget to the fullest potential. So that is the first step, is what I'm talking about. You need to understand the hardware which the divine has given, that is the body, and the software which is the mind, and the electricity which I call it as prana, which is inside the body, the fundamental vital force within the body. Now all these three things is closely connected to the cosmos, to the existence. Now in order to operate your mobile phone, you need to charge it. In order to operate this body, the existence charges this. Now how does the charge happen? There is a big science behind it. If you feed the right fuel to this body can function like a rocket. If you fuel this body with the wrong food, the body can collapse. Similar thing, if you fuel the right kind of thought process in your mind, this mind can do wonders. If you feel the wrong information to the mind can collapse and put you through a lot of stress.
Yeah.
Now, the question which you asked, why the corporate people, they're going through a lot of distress is because fundamentally they don't understand how the software works. They are very much bothered about the result and the corporate goals and everything, and they forget about the whole process of how the mind works and functions. Now, first thing is we put them into the understanding of the software and how to use the mind and how the mind functions. The moment you come to know about that, then the whole game changer. It's a big game changer.
Yeah.
Now you know how to use this. And using the mind, how you can achieve the result, what you want to achieve into the external world.
Absolutely.
So that is the biggest secret. First you must understand.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That is fabulous. Guruji, a lot of our viewers are migrants to Australia.
Okay.
And in the family, husband and wife, both in full-time jobs very often. There are mortgages to be paid and all that kind of thing. Which is why work-life balance has become quite a challenge for a lot of families, for a lot of professionals. Do you have any suggestions on how people can go about getting that balance in their life?
Perfect. See, the first thing is, as I told you in the previous conversation, I was talking about the energy. See, you need tremendous energy to live in this country. Not only this country, out of India. Because in India, you have 100 people to do your basic work. But this is one of the biggest challenge. If you want to eat, you have a cook there, you have a chauffeur-driven car there. There are hundreds of people to do. There are so many menial works. You have people there because labor is very cheap there. Here, labor is very expensive.
Yes.
You have to do your own cooking. You have to buy your own groceries. Because I lived in the United States, I know how difficult it is. If you want to make a coconut chutney and if you don't have a coconut, you have to take your car, you have got to go to your parking lot, you have to pick up the car, go to Safeway or whatever, you have to park your car there. It will take about half an hour, 45 minutes to buy one coconut and bring them. You have to crate it, you have to prepare, and you have to clean the vessels and you have to keep it ready for the next one. I know how much, lot of work.
Yes.
It's very easy to say, but it's very tough here. I can understand that. And that's why your personal work and your work is demanding in your office also, because every little things you got to take care of here.
Yeah.
And that needs a lot of energy. You need plenty of energy.
True.
So first thing you must learn is why I'm losing my energy. See, you're not losing your energy. I'm going to give you a very important aspect of life which people don't understand. You don't lose energy by doing work. You lose energy by resisting the work what you do.
Wow.
That's
Could you repeat that for our viewers if you don't? Yeah.
You don't lose energy by doing so many hours of work, but you lose energy by resisting the work what you do. That's where you lose your energy. See, tomorrow morning, I'll give you a simple example which the viewers can understand. Tomorrow morning, if your boss asks you to come to office at 7 a.m. instead of 10 o'clock, normally you come to office at 10 a.m. Now your boss has got an important agenda. It's Monday morning. He wants to do a presentation to one of his customers. So he has asked you to come at 7 a.m. so that to be prepared and everything. And Monday morning is always, it's a very big day. People don't want to go to office on Monday because 3 days, Saturday and Sunday, Friday you had half a day, you enjoyed everything. And Monday morning going to office is a big problem.
Yeah.
That too, my boss is asking me to come at 7 a.m. means it's literally, I'm very irritated. So with this kind of a mindset, if you go to the office, even before even the day starts, you lose your energy.
Good point.
Because there is a big resistance.
Yes.
And you crib in the office and say, oh my God, my boss is literally killing me. I have to get up at 5 a.m., take bath, I take the cab and go there, reach there. I have to do all kinds of cooking and everything. By the time you reach office, you lose your energy. Now, let's assume there is a different scenario. Now your boss wants you at 7 a.m. and he tells that 7 o'clock we are all going for a trip to New Zealand. Okay, the flight is at 8 o'clock. So all you guys need to be in the international airport 3 hours before that.
Yeah.
Damn sure you will not even sleep the whole night.
Out of excitement.
Out of excitement, full of energy. Whole night you won't sleep. Oh my God, we are going on a trip for 8 days, 10 days. You will not sleep the whole night. Even after boarding the flight, you will not sleep. After reaching New Zealand, you would love to go around. And now, where did the energy came from?
Good point. Where indeed? Yeah.
Because your mind says you want to do this.
Yes.
The moment you want to do this and you have a liking over whatever you're going to do in the next few hours, you're filled with energy. The existence just pumps in your energy. You will never get tired even the whole day roaming around here and there. Even after reaching and going to sleep, you won't feel like sleeping. Now, this is one of the most fundamental thing.
Yeah.
You understand? So the moment, what I'm trying to tell is, you need to choose your work which you love. Never do something which you hate. Now, that should be your criteria of choice. Your criteria of choice should not be salary. Your criteria of choice should be your passion.
Yes, very good. Very good point.
That's the most important thing. The moment you choose that, 90% of your job is done.
Yes.
Now you're going to enjoy. Every morning, you must be crazy going to office. You feel like, tomorrow morning I'm waiting for Monday morning. I want to go to the office and do this and do that and do that. That's the energy you need to have. That's kind of enthusiasm you should have.
Yes. And
That's
that's what builds momentum and keeps you going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you do that, you'll be filled with energy.
Yes.
How much ever work you can do, you keep on doing it.
Yeah.
You won't feel like tired.
Love it. So it's not the work, it's the resistance to the work
Absolutely.
That is great. Now, Guruji, we're going to come to a very fun round, which is a rapid fire round. But before we dive into that, I have some brochures here that I was reading last night.
Okay.
And so I'll just show our lovely viewers. So we've got these brochures. And I noticed that there are some very interesting initiatives, projects that you're working on. One thing that particularly caught my eye was the Thanking Water project.
Yeah.
So could you just walk our viewers through some of these projects that you have in mind?
Absolutely. As you rightly said, thanking water. A lot of people might think, why should I thank water? Now, water is one of the most significant, one of the Panchabhutas.
Yes.
Okay, we call it Panchabhutas, you know that. Water is one of the most powerful media. It is just like a living being. It's like a human. It's more than human, I would say. Now, right now, we both are talking. There is a glass of water here. Now, there is a camera which has been recording all this conversation, whatever we are talking. And more than this recording, the water is recording all our conversation. I don't know whether people know that or not.
I didn't.
Oh, okay. I'm not saying this. This 3,000 years back, the sages have found out this.
Right.
That's the reason all the sages, the ancient rishis, always they used to carry water in the copper vessel.
Yes.
They carry the kamandala. They call it as a kamandala. If they want to, wish someone, or if they want to curse someone, they will pour water here and it will just, flash it. It will execute that. Water is such a powerful being. And recently, there was a scientist in Japan. You must have, I don't know whether anybody would have heard about him. His name is called Masaru Emoto.
Okay.
His book was very famous book, which is called Hidden Messages in Water.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish, all the readers could read that. If you read that book, I think you'll go crazy because he has proved it, whatever the ancient sages were said. Water has got memory and it's a living being, it's listening all the conversation. Not only listening, it is transmitting all the conversation, whatever we are doing, to the whole existence where water is existing. So having said this, our body is full of water. The moment if I emit a positive energy, this will absorb and it will give back the same energy to us.
Yeah.
And if you are emitting a negative energy, the whole water particles will turn negative and it will kill you.
Right.
Say for example, if my child has done some mischievous, now if I yell at her, you idiot, you can't do this. If you do this, I will kill you and you will not grow in life. If I'm using such words, now this energy, negative energy, will go and hit the body and it will go into the water particles inside the body and turn all the water body into negative, and the same thing the child will get affected, and he or she will get pushed towards it. It's a very dangerous thing. That's the reason why people are saying be positive, be positive, be positive, don't be negative. I'm giving you the science behind it. It is the concept of water which they found out, and they all turned positive because it's the vibration, it's the frequency which it turns it out. That's why whenever you go to the death place, when somebody dies and you're there in the funeral, they tell you don't drink water there. Why? Because the people around there are so sad. They're all grieving because of the loss of their somebody loved ones or something. When you're so much in grief, the whole energy will go into the water which is there inside their house. The moment you drink the water, the same grief will come to you.
That is mind-blowing. I didn't realize.
Yeah. So having said this, now there are a lot of scarcity of water in India, especially in southern part of India. In the northern part, you can see all the floods are happening. That's why the Ganga Kaveri project was being spoken long back for the past 100 years. They want to connect the Ganges and Kaveri because in the north the flood is happening and a lot of calamities are happening. In the south there is no water. So if you connect this, the whole ecosystem will get balanced.
Yes.
So the Congress government the plan was there from last 100 years, but due to various reasons they were not able to do that. One important reason which I came to know that in the south, people don't have gratitude for water. For anything which the divine has given it to you, if you don't have the gratitude, it will get ripped off, especially water.
Yes, we should not take it for granted.
We should not take it for granted, especially because water is a very sensitive element out of the Panchabhutas. So in the north, you can see in Haridwar, in so many places, they do this Ganga Arti.
Yes.
They worship water as God, which is true. Which is true. And that is missing in the south. So that was one of the main reasons why I initiated thanking water. You need to have. That's why the scarcity of water in Tamil Nadu and all the southern states you can see. At one flow, the floods are happening. After that, there is no water. Both ways we are getting affected.
Yes.
So I want to create an awareness with the people that start thanking water. So that's the reason why we initiated the movement.
Amazing. And I hope that for Australians, you will be also having your alchemy program hopefully coming up here. What are your plans to get that here? Because I'm sure we're going to benefit a lot from you conducting those programs.
Absolutely. I'm very excited to come back here because I'm seeing there is a welcoming energy is here. I can see a lot of people are seekers. They need this. And wherever there is seeking, there will be always a pull there. I can clearly feel it here. So even though my visit was just a casual visit, now I have a strong feeling that I have to come back here and do a program about this wisdom, which is the ultimate wisdom.
Yes.
Which we don't have it in the normal schools and everything. Now, the kind of educational system what we are having all around the world doesn't teach you the fundamentals of cosmos.
Yeah.
We are so busy in the educational system which is always oriented towards creating wealth.
Yes.
But according to me, wealth is a byproduct.
Yes.
You don't have to focus on wealth and do something.
Yeah.
It will follow. Yeah. It's always a byproduct.
Yes.
The most beautiful things on the planets are byproducts.
Yeah.
Happiness is a byproduct. You do the right thing, happiness will always come to you.
True.
Don't do something for happiness.
Yes.
That will not happen.
True.
Wealth is always like that. You try to give the right value to the world, the wealth will flow to you. Happiness will come to you. Health will come to you. Fame will come to you. Power will come to you. Love will come. Everything, the whole existence is designed in such a way. All the best things will come to you naturally.
Yes.
All you need to do is you need to position yourself properly. If you're not positioned yourself properly, everything will get blocked.
Yep.
according to me, we need to remove the block. Alchemy is a program which will clean up you and remove all the blocks, and you will blossom into gold.
And remove all resistance, like
All
we said
resistance,
earlier.
all absolutely true.
That is, and if our viewers want to, know about when you will initiate those programs, how do they keep track of what your plans are? Is there a page they can follow, or where can they get that information?
Absolutely, we have a website called matangifoundation.org.
Okay.
Where you can see all the information and what we are doing and everything. It's www.matangifoundation.org. So that's the thing. And we are planning to create a landing page exclusively for Australia.
How lovely.
So we are going to do that, and that's what I'm thinking. It's in the very early stage. Just now I landed up a couple of days back, and as I naturally, we met, and
yes,
it's really, I'm very happy to meet through you to all the Sydney social people, and I'm thankful to you for giving me an opportunity to share this wonderful wisdom to your community and the entire people of Australia and to the world.
Absolutely. We are very excited that you are going to come back, not just once, twice, but several times, and help us partake of that wisdom. So that is awesome. So are we ready now for that quick rapid fire round?
Absolutely.
Let's get into it.
Absolutely. This is the first time I'm going to experience something. Of course, I've seen many things in TV.
Yeah, but this is our Sydney Social Special Rapid Fire Round. We can't complete the show without that.
Okay.
So, Guruji, tea or coffee?
I don't take both.
Oh.
But given a choice, because my father is a restaurant person, I would love to have a little bit of coffee, but generally I don't take both.
Okay. Books or movies?
Both.
Now I have
movies,
a question.
Earlier days.
Okay.
Nowadays I don't have time, so book is my companion.
So if someone told you that a book has been turned into a movie, would you read the book first or would you watch the movie first?
I would love to watch movies because it saves time.
Yes, I've heard that before, so okay. I'm a bookworm, so I would probably read the book first and then follow it definitely with the movie. Now, Guruji, I know you do a lot of things. You're busy, all these initiatives. How do you unwind at the end of a busy day, typically?
Frankly speaking, I go and sit quietly, do nothing.
Okay.
That's the only unwinding. First thing, I don't watch TV, I don't take the mobile. Absolute silence is the real unwinding, because I've tasted that. And that is something miraculous. So that's the unwinding which I always love. Apart from that, in a lighter sense, I would love to watch a good movie. In the lighter sense, I would say. But beyond that, silence is the most beautiful thing which I enjoy.
Nice. And is there a fun fact about you that we don't know that you would like to share?
A lot of fun factors. I travel a lot. I drive a lot. I'm a voracious driver.
Okay.
I love driving, and I love different cars to drive. The one fun factor which came to me is I've had a reunion with my school people. It's almost like 3-4 years back. It was like 37 years after my schooling, because I studied in one school from LKG to 12th standard to 12th grade.
Right.
And with 12 years, we were together. There are about 55 of my schoolmates who were with me right from kindergarten up till 12th.
Okay.
And after that, we all separated, and we met after 35 years.
Oh, wow.
That was one fun. Can't even imagine. And because they were looking at me as a different person at that point of time. Now I'm totally a different person. Can't even imagine. Everybody was so excited because a couple of reunion they planned, but I was not able to go because my program got scheduled.
Right.
So this reunion, they first told everyone to first book his date, and only then we will fix the reunion.
That is smart.
If he is not going to come, we are going to stop his program, is what they threatened me. So I went there. The moment I entered, they booked a resort. When I went there, everybody was opening, having champagne. another guy with a whiskey, everything they were opening there, and they said, "Oh, Guruji has come."
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh my God, if you're going to take pictures of all these things, the whole world will think I'm doing a big party here." I said, "You guys should not take any picture." I so those guys, they had a drink and immediately said, "We heard that your program is so popular in the whole world. Now you tell me, Shiva, now what is that you teach in the program?" I said, I'll kill you guys. You can't expect me to do a program like this with this kind of a party. If you guys want to come for the program, you must come to the class there."
Absolutely. Yeah.
That was one fun 3 days.
Amazing.
They literally killed me. So one
That is
fun which I
wonderful.
can't even
That is
forget.
awesome. How
Yeah.
lovely. Wow. Guruji, I could talk to you forever because I feel that there is so much to learn from you. But because of time constraints, we have to wind down the show now. But any last parting words to our wonderful audience? Anything you'd like to share?
One thing which I wanted to share to the audience of Sydney Social is life is so beautiful, my dear friends and sisters, and everyone who's watching this. And we are all so privileged to be as a human being, and that too living in a country like this is real privilege, is what I would say. Never miss even a single moment. And this life, you have only one life to live on, and we need to make it, as a celebration every moment. And it is very much possible, and it is nothing to do with what you're going to achieve in life. It is all about how you look at life and how you position yourself, and the energy which you carry has got all the ingredients to be on the top of the world, is what I can say. All you need to know is to unfold the energy and live this life in a happy, blissful, in a wealthy way. I wish you all the best and see you soon, and we'll catch up.
Thank you so much, Guruji. It has been an absolute honor to have you on the show, and I really look forward to seeing you again in Australia and learning more about all these wonderful programs and initiatives that we're hoping you bring to Australia as well.
Absolutely. Thank you,
Thank you.
Nim, for giving me an opportunity.
Now the honor is ours. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye.